Well, hello there, and welcome to another edition of Johnny Davis Live. Running a little bit behind today, had some technical difficulties, but those things they definitely happen. Unfortunately, today we were going to be speaking with Mr. Sadiq Holmes, who's an IKF rep out in Missouri, and Mr. Chris Lee. But again, we're having some technical difficulties there and all, and we'll probably do that at another time, maybe over the weekend, maybe first part of next week. But we certainly will be live at the event in Fort Wayne, Indiana next weekend, February the 15th. It's going to be at, oh, what is the name? What is the name? I think it's the Fort Wayne Convention Center. Really, really nice place. Got some great fights lined up, as you see on the screen. There's going to be some great action. But before we get to that, as you also see on the screen, we're going to have our Grand Championship, IKF PKB Grand Championship sparring tournament on tomorrow in Morrisville, North Carolina, over Mr. Don Rogers, Ms. TK King. It's going to be at the Net Sports Complex. Should be a great event there. So maybe talk a little bit about that later. But hopefully you guys will plan to come out to that event and the one next week. And of course, we have our IKF Spring Classic coming up as well. So let's talk a little bit more first about the event that's coming up next weekend in more detail. So this is the very first Midwest Classic that we've ever had. Obviously we've been doing events out there for quite a while now. Mr. Chad Mueller and I, something we're working on, and he got busy working on this couple of gyms and his fight nights and stuff. So we have Mr. Sadiq Holmes along with Ms. Chris Lee doing a huge show. They've been doing a lot of PKBs out there, and I think it's built up enough where I think these fights are going to be fantastic. I think already we have about 25 fights. Really kind of getting at the point where we might have to cut it off just because of the timeline that we've set in a place. Fight's going to start around 5 o'clock. Everything next Saturday. Weigh-ins and everything listed on the website as well. All that's going to be on Friday. Really, it's going to be a great card. We have full rule Muay Thai, modified Muay Thai rules on the card, some unified rules on the card. So it's going to be a lot going on next weekend, February 15th, in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I just absolutely think that people are going to enjoy the show and have a great time at this event. And we hope that everybody will come out. Tickets on sale now on the IKFFightPlatform.com, IKFFightPlatform.com. We have tickets for men, women, and juniors there. I think it's kind of like maybe a couple of tiers for that. Oh my goodness, I should also talk about, and I was going to have Mr. Chris Lee on, but again, we had some technical difficulties, couldn't get on right now, but I will tell you that he has some super fights that are off the planet. It's going to be some great fights, and it is going to be worth the ticket price. So if anybody's in Fort Wayne, Indiana on next weekend, you have to come out for that event. It's got to be something really special. Also, we have a PKB that morning, right? So semi-contact in the morning, you can get registered for that also on IKFIplatform.com. So if you got guys who are not ready for full contact, who wants to do the semi-contact, they can certainly go ahead and register for that. So it's a reason to bring out your entire team to this event. So as I was saying a little bit earlier, on tomorrow, we'll be in Morrisville. I always have to say that really slow because some of you might not know, but my middle name is actually Morris, right? And so I say that, Morrisville. I have to kind of slow it down a little bit. Great event. That event is all semi-contact. We have Point Muay Thai, Point International rules. We have Point Boxing, PBSC Point Boxing there as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're probably going to be approaching around 100 fighters for that event on tomorrow. It's getting close to that now. So there will be competition. We do the matching at the event. So we hope that you guys will come on down. We're going to go ahead and try to get the kids and things out of the way first, and we'll go into the adults a little bit later in the afternoon. Nice trophies and awards. We have some PKB Grand Championship belts and everything that we'll be awarding as well. So it's always a fun time. Come on down. I think we're running 2 or 3 rings on there tomorrow, and I think it's going to be a great reason for you to come out and bring a team. And the weather is going to be fantastic, best I know, right? It looks great out there now. I think it's going to be great on tomorrow. So hopefully you come out tomorrow at Mooresville. Registration, you can go to the apexmax.com website and get registered, which basically is going to lead you right to the IKF platform. Right, so I hope you guys will, check that out. I want to also talk a little bit about some of the things that I'm working on that I think could be of interest to some of the people out there who might be interested in getting things started in their area. So obviously, we're IKF. So the idea is to try to expand and grow across the country, but also we are advocates. In particular, my company, AK Promotions, Johnny Davis Enterprises, is an advocate for trying to grow the sport of Muay Thai and kickboxing across the country. So if you have a situation where you might have sponsors, you might have the dollars, or you might have connections, or you might have a lot of gyms, and you don't know how to get it going in your state, give us a call, right? And perhaps we'll be able to help you out in getting that. Obviously, you get a better deal if it's IKF, but even if it's not, perhaps we can help you out as well. Sometimes there are promotions that comes from other countries that want to break into the United States and learn how, not learn, but at least start promoting here in this country. We're here for that. We know pretty much the ropes. I've been doing this 35 years or so and kind of know the game. So one of the things I'm expanding with my company is being that advocate to help people learn the business. There are so many ropes to jump in this business, I tell you. And I can save people a lot of time. I find myself all week long on Zoom calls, conference calls, speaking with commissioners and attorneys, yes, AGs of these different states, and kind of breaking down the rules. There certainly are some misconceptions in the rules. There are some other areas where our rules have been just kind of jammed into MMA rules or, boxing rules or something like that. And one of the things I do as an advocate is that I go in and, respectfully, speak with these commissions and try to educate them on exactly who we are as a sport, right? And how we do things. There's a difference between semi and full contact, for example, and some commissions have it all jammed together and all. And I'm the guy, if you will, that goes in and speak with those people. So if you want to try to get it in your state, get semi-contact and or full contact in your state, and you have resources and all that to make that happen, consider, I guess, my enterprise, my company, an advocate to try to give you a hand. Again, if you're IKF, it's going to make it even better, right? We have a lot more things that we can offer. But if you would like to consider that, you can contact us, Johnny D at akpromotions.org. All of my contact information's on my website, akpromotions.org, as well as the platform, ikffightplatform.com. I just wanted to say that because I do get a lot of calls of people who are contacting me about, hey, can you help us get this and get that and all. And so, even though there's a fee for it, right, we're not gonna do it free. It takes a lot of time. I spent literally 5 hours yesterday working with a commission and an attorney, right, on an event. We're good to go. We're moving forward. But I will tell you, it takes a lot of work to do that. So it's not free, but we certainly might be able to help you out. Okay, as you know, guys, the IKF Spring Classic is coming up. It's about 40 days away or something like that in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina at the Landmark Resort. That's on March the 14th and 15th. We have the 16th. We won't be there for the 16th. Quaint event. But remember, on that event, we have a good fight night. We got a great main event, a couple of main events that we're working on. But should be a good card. It should fill up pretty good. I mean, if we end up with 25, 35, 45, whatever it is, it's going to be a great fight night. But we also have BJJ going on. We have the IKF PKB, which is always a fun, exciting time. Last tournament we had there for the PKB, we had like 123 competitors. So it was really nice. And also great fight night, lights, camera, DJ, pay-per-view, and all of that is at the IKF East Coast Classic. We want you to get registered. Do so. IKFFightPlatform.com. We're all looking at a few more super fights as well. We announced this week big, I'm going to say big super fight because that is exactly what it is in fact, super heavyweight fight where we have Mr. Hunter Sheeran be taking on Mr. Courtney Reed. Uh, that is going to be fun. Hunter is like 3-0, and I think Courtney is what is he like 4-3, something like that. Should be a great fight on the Unified Rules. Is going to be for the South Carolina Interstate title there at the East Coast Classic. Those are big boys. Hunter weighs about 300 pounds, and Mr. Reed weighs about 250 pounds. Now, we also have another heavyweight fight confirmed as well with our certified champion, who will be not defending his title, but fighting, a great fight too. I'll announce that a little bit later on in the week. So we have yet those two confirmed fights. That is going to be a good one too. And I'll usually post more information on that. As you noticed, I mentioned yesterday about Mr. Tony Rossi, who we're looking at bringing back onto the card on the 14th. We're looking for a match for him at 100 and I think 42 pounds in freestyle kickboxing. Tony Rossi started with us. He was like 7 or 8 years old, and just was a little tyrant in the PKB. Went into full contact, won several titles there, and so we're looking for a match for him as well for a certified title fight. It could be as far as Southeast or East Coast title. If you got somebody who's ready, go to my Facebook page, Johnny M. Davis. And you'll see more information on that fight as well. Remember, the IKF Spring Classic, fun event, March 14th. Get registered, IKFFightPlatform.com, and get ready for a fun weekend of action. As I mentioned to you as well, the BJJ will be there with the Blue Coast Jiu-Jitsu. They're setting up right now some super fights, as you see there on the screen. And I think that is going to be great. We just did one, like I said, in Denver, North Carolina. I almost said Denver, Colorado. So I won my first world title. But it's going to be a fun time. Blue Coast Jiu-Jitsu League. They set up super fights. And man, there's some really great fights. Hope you guys will come out. That's March the 15th as well at the Landmark Resort. A lot going on that weekend. I hope you mark your calendars and plan to bring out your entire team to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And remember, you'll be able to see it. If you can't make it out there, you can check it out on akplive.com. It's going to be a fun weekend. The next thing is I think I want to chat with you about is in the summer of this year, we have our IKF Spring Classic. I said Spring Classic, IKF World Classic. Somebody called me, got my attention. The IKF World Classic at the Westgate Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're registering for that right now on the IKF Fight platform on IKFFightsports.com. 5 divisions are going to be there, men, women, and juniors. In the rule styles, we will have international rules, unified rules, modified Muay Thai rules, full rule Muay Thai with elbows, and freestyle kickboxing with throws. And also, that is at the World Classic. That is going to be in Las Vegas, and the registration is going on right now. In particular, IKFFightsports.com, IKFFightPlatform.com. I like to remind people that, again, guys, our great belts that we're going to be awarding to people. We talked about this a little bit last week, but I want to keep throwing it in your face. I think we have some of the best belts in the industry, right? Beautiful. If you want to win one of those babies, you need to get registered now. Do not wait for the IKF World Classic, July 18th through the 20th at the Westgate Casino in the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. Get registered. If you have any questions about it, you can reach out to Ms. Tony Fossum there at the IKF headquarters over in California. Or if you have questions for me, you can reach out to me as well. All of our information is on the website. That's the IKF World Classic in Las Vegas at the Westgate Casino. Guys, it is going to be so much fun, again, as it was this past year. But, think about the World Classic. The type of challengers that come to that event, the competitors that come to that event, outstanding. Top notch. Listen, bring your A game. Bring your A game. We're also going to have the PMT there. PKB PMT is going to be there on that Friday night. Mark your calendars, Friday night at the World Classic. So that's going to be on July 18th on that Friday night. The reason why we're doing that, so you can go ahead and get that PKB in at the World Classic. get the PMT in the night before, then you're going to be free for the entire weekend to do the full contact. If you're a trainer and have fighters in both, it's going to make it easier for you as opposed to splitting up your time. That's at the IKF World Classic, Las Vegas, at the Westgate Casino. We definitely hope we'll see you there this summer, July 18th through the 20th. It should be a great event for everyone to come out and enjoy. Okay, so our guests could not get on. They could not get on, having some issues there with the system, and that's okay. But we're going to try to get back with them and chat with them a little bit as well. Okay, guys, as you know, too, it's a new year. Don't forget to go back on to the IKFFightPlatform.com. Fix your profiles, guys. Update your profile every time you have a fight, whether it's an IKF event or not an IKF event. You want to go and update your profile. A lot of people don't know that. Now, if you premium up on the profile, it's like $9 a year, whatever it is, right? That's where you're going to be able to add all your event rankings, MMA, everything, pictures, videos. You can go to the platform if you want to see an idea of it. Like Chainsaw is another fighter that we're looking for competitors for as well. And if you go to his, was it Chainsaw Davison. I'm trying to get his first name. I lost it there for a second. But you go there to the platform. We can type in Johnny Davis too in mine, and you'll see videos on there. You'll see all that stuff where I premium up, and more people will be able to see all of what you're about. Okay, and it's great for matching and fighters and stuff like that. We know other people use it. That's okay. We don't care. The bottom line is look your best. Premium up on the IKFFightPlatform.com. More and more people. Remember, we're also partnering with BoxRec, so they're also paying attention to that information as well. We're connected to our PMT organization as well, where that information is fed to our website, so we can keep up with everybody's semi-contact and full contact fights, right? So the IKF Fight platform is definitely something that you want to, premium up on. Even if you don't premium up, even if you don't, let me be clear, it is free to go and put your profile. It costs nothing, right? It is absolutely free. So you just go on the profile, go down on the hamburger menu, go down to the bottom where it says create an account, and just create it. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. But if you want to premium up with more pictures and more videos and your belt rank and all that, it is a fee for that annually. So if you had it and you didn't re-up, it's time to re-up, guys, if it's been a year, right? So we hope you guys will re-up because it is certainly a great tool for everybody. We appreciate everybody for supporting the IKF and all of the events that we're doing across the country. As I said, we do have a lot of things going on coming up in the coming months across the country. So we hope you guys will go to all of our websites, but in particular, IKFFightPlatform.com, where you'll see all of the events listed. IKFFightSports.com. You got the PMT.org. You got the PBSC.org for point boxing. A lot of websites. We got the IKF Midwest website. We now, I think, have a Tennessee website. We have our Florida website. A lot of them, but all of the events will end up on the platform. So stay in touch with us. Stay in tune with what we're doing. We are here for you. We are fighting for you across the country to try to make sure that our sport is recognized and so that we can get fair play across the country. I like to put that picture up like that because I want you to know that I fight hard for you. One of the things that I'm excited to announce, as I put on my Facebook page, is something that IKF introduced and fought for to get the ABC, Association of Boxing Commissions, back involved with Muay Thai and kickboxing to give us equal play and representation. I know that we fought for that. Other organizations might have too. As a result, we have been having meetings on the ABC Commission about Muay Thai. We've written a lot of the rules for Muay Thai and unified rules of kickboxing that we presented at our past conference for the ABC. Now, this coming year in August, they're going to be having like a seminar training for officials for Muay Thai. That hasn't happened in many years because all of the rules have just been, again, meshed into MMA and boxing. Now we are standing up, we're standing out, and we are getting the recognition that I think the sport deserves. And so we are fighting for you. And as an advocate, it's not just me. There's other organizations out there who are fighting too. But we'll just take our little piece in it, and we'll keep things moving forward. I just want to thank everybody always for watching yet another edition of Johnny Davis Live. I want you to always respect each other. We're going to see you at the next event. For March, this is Johnny Davis Live, and I'm checking out, and we'll see you again real soon. Talk to you later. Bye bye.